Welcome everybody to Tuesday night Avini meeting, impromptu meeting here. I thank you all the guests who came on board today. Uh, what I wanted to do is just give an in-depth view of what our Avini products can do. I'm a holistic health practitioner. I live in San Diego, California, and I love these Avini products. Especially, I get excited of what it can do. For example, with serious conditions, like even like bad cells, for example. I listened to a recording today was just out of this world. This lady, she only had uh, uh, like 3 days to live. That was last September. She's still alive, folks. It just warms my heart to see those type of things. So just in that particular light, I met a really nice gentleman, very knowledgeable, very astute. His name is Raymond Wickstrom. And Ray, I want to bring you on. I know you've been a leader in other organizations. What I would call her like a heavy, big time leader. And Also, you had some health challenges just recently and started with the Avini products. Could you share your story with us, please, Ray?
Yes, I'd love to. I'm honored to be here, and it's wonderful to talk about it and to get a little bit about me. I started my business career when I was 9 years old with my paper route. You know, I grew that to be 4 paper routes delivered by other paper boys because I showed them how to do it better. Right. My whole life is how to do it better, how to do it better. And I have been number one with different brick and mortar companies, different networking companies, different direct sale companies. And I've just been blessed because I'm nothing special. I just go and do what I know is the right thing to do. So that's one of the things that I really love about Avini. They they don't wave the flag. They don't wave religion. They don't wave anything. They wave results. When Avini came into my life, uh, I was skeptical, but I gave it a try, and right away, and it worked. So, I mean, it just more than worked. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. So, I'd had a stroke. I was paralyzed on my right and my left side. I'm blind in one eye, and the other eye is challenged. And I was in a bad shape. But up until that time, I was a producer. I was a mover and shaker. Not just because I wanted to be a mover and shaker and a number one in the company. It just happened because I worked hard. I tried hard. I saw the vision. So I see no difference in Avini. I think it's going to be very easy with Avini because the products work and the company leadership has integrity. And I'm so proud to be a part of Avini. The leadership with Rick Deitch, as the uh, director of products, and Doug Dickey and Neil Roth. They just all exude the same type of core value of we're doing it right, and we aren't doing anything less than right, and we'll put our money where our mouth is. So I'm really impressed with all of that. Again, the products are phenomenal, but in my experience with having a broken back when I was 17 years old, broken neck, uh, discomfort all my life. I was I had at least 10 chiropractors that tried to talk me into becoming a chiropractor because I was there so often, and I understood the skeletal structure of chiropractics and the nervous system and all that type of thing. But that's not what I wanted to do. But I did use their services. I had, nationwide and in a couple of other countries and Alaska. I had, chiropractors that knew me by name, and it was wonderful. But the last 10 years, it's been kind of unique that I really didn't have a back pain until uh, just before I discovered in Vini. I picked up something like maybe a towel or something off the bathroom floor, and pop, my back went right. I couldn't walk. I could barely crawl back in bed, And so I was in bed, and when Johnny called me and told me about this, I ordered some gel. My son came over and put some gel on my back, and within seconds of that gel hitting my back, with my spine, uh, that discomfort went 90% away. And I
Wow.
couldn't, my hair is not curly, it's not straight, but it was sticking straight out when that happened. I had goosebumps all over my body. I mean, I was going, what is? So Johnny got an immediate call, and I told him about that. Then I have swelling in my feet from a blood disorder, and very painful, very well known, but nothing. The doctors will tell you there's nothing we can do. We don't have a pharmaceutical. We don't do anything, or we can give you, oxycodone or whatever to numb the pain, but it will also numb your brain. I said, well, I don't want any of that. So nonetheless, uh, I decided to put the gel on the bottom of my feet, which were like on fire. And I put the gel on, and within a few, 10, 15 seconds, it started reducing. And within 2 or 3 hours, discomfort in that um, area of my body on the bottom of my feet was 90% gone. So again, that's a product that my doctors, which I have many of them because I've had several surgeries and replacements and this and that and the other thing, but always stay away. I've always stayed away from the pharmaceuticals against the discomfort. So I found something now that is all natural, that works marvelously, better than anything I've ever seen, and I'm getting those kind of reports from other people. It's just it's a miracle. So, and it's that way with all the products, not just the gel, but the cell defender. I know that I've shed. I wish that we had an instrument, which there's probably one out there somewhere, that shows what kind of heavy metals you've gotten out of your system. Of course, we've got our own meter just by looking in the toilet after we've used it for a few days. And but I know that if I had a meter, it would show that I've reduced those toxins and those heavy metals and things in my body after using it now for about 45 days. I've probably reduced 50% of them, and I could feel it in my brain fog that I was having, or misplacing the keys to the car, or wondering what I'm going to do next when I went to do something into another room and I forgot what it was. That's all gone. That's all gone, and I'm so thankful for that. I can think clearly, think straight, and even though I'm recovering from this stroke aspect, I am recovering, and I believe I'm recovering faster and better. As a matter of fact, when I went to see my doctor the other day, I've had a cough in my chest of phlegm. I cough up phlegm, and the cough is constant. This call we've had right now, a few minutes or whatever, I probably would have coughed 25 or 30 times if I had not had the Avini product. But
Wow.
my doctor said, "What are you doing?" Because I noticed you aren't coughing anymore. And I said, "Well, yeah, I found a product, blah blah blah." And he said, "Oh, really?" He says, and I told him there's white papers on it, there's studies on it, it's all scientific and everything. He says, "Can you get me that information?" I said, "Sure." He said, "If that's true," he says, "I probably got 100 people over 50 years old that have that same cough and that same phlegm coming up out of their chest, and there's nothing we can do about it."
Wow.
So we'll see what happens.
Excellent, Ray. Now, a question: what products are you taking, and how much are you taking per day of each?
Well, uh, can I say all of them, or do I need to?
No, I want to know what products you're taking. Yeah, all whatever ones you're taking, and what did you start with, basically? And
Well, I started with the cell defender to rid my body of the toxins and the heavy metals, and I took that for 30 days before I had my own formula of not 10 drops every 10 minutes or whatever every hour, the Marcy dose. I took 10 drops in the morning. I took 2 drops at, we'll call morning to 8 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, I took 2 more drops. At 12 o'clock, I took 2 more drops. At 2 o'clock, I took 2 more drops. At 4 o'clock, I took 2 more drops. Then at 6:30 or 7, I took 10 drops again. And I did that every day for the first 30 days.
Got it.
And
the rest of them?
The only reason for that, I didn't have enough product to go on the Marcy dose. And I didn't trust the fact that the company was going to get their shipment deliveries out as quickly as they do. It's amazing what they do. So it's just another plus for the company. But so I took that. It was the first product I took. Then I ordered the gel because I hurt my back halfway through that, and waited for 4 days for the gel to get here. Then I told you the story how I had it put on my back, and
yep,
amazing stuff.
And how many times did you put the gel on per day?
2 times.
Okay, very good. What else did you try?
Once in the morning, once at night. And very sparingly. I didn't glob it on like I felt. I wished it came in a gallon so I could put on a couple scoopfuls, but it doesn't. Yeah. It's a small dose, so I only used a small little bit, and it went faster than I thought it would because my son started using it on some of his inflammation areas in his body, and was seeing results. But then I ordered a batch of a couple of bottles of it. And now this week I'm ordering, I don't know, a 5-pack or a 6-pack.
Okay. So is there any other products that you're on?
Yeah, I take the hydration product.
Okay. Because how many times a day with that one?
Well, I take hydration. I take 12 ounces of hydration in the morning. I mean, the hydration product is I mixed it with, a half a gallon of water, and I drink that down.
I mean, it was just one scoop and half a gallon of water. Is that what you're doing?
Oh, no, I got 4 scoops and a half a gallon of water.
Okay, good. Okay, got it.
Okay. So, again, I've been a strong proponent of Gatorade for many years, and the many times I've been in the hospital, I realized the very first thing they do as they check you into emergency, if that's what you're doing, is the first thing they do is put an IV in your arm, and all that is saline water to hydrate your body so they can get better tests from your tests there in the hospital. So hydration, again, we're 98% water, and they're 92, whatever it is, 97% water. So we need water to stay hydrated for our cells, our body, our eyes, our everything. Hydration is very important.
And then, you take anything else, Ray, besides that?
I take the cleanse. I take the fiber.
Fiber, and how many times a day you do that?
Once a day.
Okay, like 20 minutes before a meal or something like that?
20 minutes before my breakfast at 10 o'clock. Again, I'm on my own time schedule there. My breakfast is at 10 o'clock, and I take it usually about 8:30. And
okay. Anything else besides that, Ray?
I've ordered the starter pack. I've received.
Oh, okay. So how about the nano silver? Have you been taking the nano silver?
Oh yes. The cold I had, and the discomfort with again the phlegm and the coughing, even though I credit that all to the Cell Defender, the nano, which I didn't get till my 3rd order, simply because I didn't order it. I'm fairly familiar with silver, but this silver, Rick Deitz's silver, is special. So I've been taking that, and it's I believe it's probably helped with that cough that I have, that you haven't heard me coughing. So I'm very proud of that. I know it, and anybody that talks to me, which there's a lot of people that talk to me at different levels on different businesses, and 90% of them that I've talked to in the last 2 weeks have said, "Ray, you aren't coughing any longer." Well, I tell them the story, and they go, "Where can I get it?"
Yeah, that's awesome, Ray. No, in order to wrap up, Ray, do you have any final words that you'd like to tell us?
God bless America and God bless Avini and all of the people, because every person on this call and every person I've met with Avini uh, have just been marvelous in their desire to help other people. It's not about helping ourselves, that automatically happens. And that's how we're able to tell someone else this really works, right? And most of those people, especially if they're in the network marketing genre, they've heard that 100 times before and never got the results. So try these products and you will see results. No problem. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Ray. It's awesome to have such an eager participant. I can see the excitement in your eyes and in your voice, especially your voice. You have a lovely voice for narration. Thank you, sir.
Well, it actually brings me all the way back to when I was 9 years old with a paper route.
Oh, yeah.
See, I always told people, because where I lived, it rained a lot, and I'd tell business people and stuff when I was in buying bubble gum or whatever from. Don't worry, John, and they all knew me by my first name and everything. I said, don't worry, and I'd point up to the ceiling. And I'd say, right above those clouds, there's sunshine. So they called me Sunshine Ray.
I understood.
All right.
I appreciate it, Ray. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, excellent. Now, folks, I'd like to introduce you to Paul Stowers. He is my upline in Avini, one of the most helpful people that I know of any company that I've ever been with. He's a diamond executive in Avini. He's been with them right from the beginning. He's been a part of corporate structures before, and he's excellent having to do with business and everything. So, Paul, I just wanted to get your thoughts on what Ray said, and just tell me what you think. How can we top that kind of testimony?
Well, I mean, I know we were going to talk about our products, and we do that throughout the week. So, if you want to learn about these products that we just were introduced to through this testimonial, which, by the way, again, how do you top that? I can't say anything more than what was already said. The products work, but I want to put a disclaimer out there for those that may listen to these amazing testimonies, is that we think, will it work for this situation? Will it work for this sickness? And will it work for this? The prescription is always the same. In essence, your body's the one that's doing the healing. All we're doing is providing the body the ability to get rid of the roadblocks that our bodies experience through the modern world of toxins in the environment. We're getting that bioaccumulation out of the body. We're supporting the immune system. We're supporting the body's ability to hydrate. These are core. These are underlying currents of just good health, right? So when you do that, you have the ability to see amazing stories, because the body is the miracle. And so none of our products cure or heal anything. But all you do is, again, take the products and give it some time and watch what your body can do. And so I think that's the point is that I hear all the time, because, again, I know when we hear testimonies, people are like, oh, can I do this with this? Can I do that with this? Will it work for this situation? It works for all situations. We know that these products do this, and we know your body does this, and then see how your body responds, because it is the miracle.
Website, avinihealthtraining.com, that it really has, I think, now close to 1,300 recorded testimonials and we label it by health condition. So you have the ability to see and listen to other stories like this tonight. I would encourage you to, whoever listens to this, to just check it out, and you make the decision. But Avini is really genuinely a company that is about our products, and it's about helping people solve their problems, but really aiding the body's ability to solve those problems. And then we see these miracle stories, and then it's about sharing it with other people. I've been with the company now, so as you said, Steve, from the very beginning. It is a blessing when I hear these stories all the time, Steve, of just people saying, man, it did this for me, it did that for me, and I've seen this and that. And I mean, I think I heard Rich Cotter say it this way: we get paid in goosebumps as much as we get paid in paychecks. And that generally is about what we're here for. No hype, just products that work. And I that's really all I think I could add to tonight. Every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we do a Zoom presentation where we talk about the problem, we talk about the company, the solution, and then how do you get products. So I encourage people to join us there live. But other than that, Steve, I don't think I can add more to this conversation tonight.
Thank you very much for your leadership with the company and helping me and helping all the people that I'm working with, because a lot of people that I'm working with have very serious conditions. And like you say, we don't prescribe, treat, or any kind of disease, but this is really heartfelt that we could actually help people. Like example for Ray, it's an absolute miracle what he went through, and he's going to come out the top. So everybody, we have a Thursday night call. Come on Thursday night and come and hear Paul talk. Appreciate you and thank you very much. Everybody have a good night.